Well, I don't know how much with all the talk about improved special teams and more attention given to special teams, this is really not the time to evaluate it because typically the spring game is basically no special teams except maybe a
I don't
few
know.
goal attempts.
I don't know. I've seen a whole. I mean, I'm just saying that I wouldn't be surprised if we did see some special teams stuff highlighted. Um, it's a whole new attitude with Bill Bush being in charge of the special teams now, which he did at LSU and did a pretty successful job there doing that. And this guy's attitude is off the charts, and his charisma is unmatched. Super cool dude. If you ever get a chance to see him in person and listen to him, yeah, he'll make you run through a wall. So yeah, he demands that of his guys, and I think we mentioned a couple of weeks ago, like it was really bad, horrible, windy, cold day, and he had all his kickers out there kicking, into a hurricane wind, pretty much. But and then you add some of those weapons that they put, like a Trey Palmer, I think, is a guy that is bound and determined to run back a kick return or a punt return every game for a touchdown, and he's got the ability and the skill to do that. So I think it's going to be a completely different looking special teams unit. I mean, especially as far as attitude and focus than what you've seen here for the last, I don't know, 8 years. So yeah, my point is I wouldn't be surprised if they do. I mean, if they're not going to play an actual game and try to fill time and do things, that maybe they do some type of a special teams thing to show. I don't know. But, bottom line is that the one thing you can take away from Scott Frost talking to us yesterday is that they're not going to show you anything. And that's why we haven't had access to it all spring, is that it's a brand new offense. And like Coach Frost said yesterday, is like everything that we've done in the past is on tape. Everybody could watch it. And now it's a little bit different, and we're not gonna show anybody anything come Saturday. So yeah, we're gonna see what the guys look like in a uniform. Basically, is what we're gonna see.
Appreciate everybody being here at the Voice of College Football. We're here every Tuesday, so bring some folks with you. 7:00 Eastern, 6 Central. We'll be back here next Tuesday. Subscribe, hit the bell for the notifications. Somebody asked about Gabe Ervin. Had his best game against Buffalo last year, 56 yards, a couple touchdowns, 2 catches out of the backfield. Is there anything going on with Gabe Ervin right now that needs updating?
It's been pretty quiet with him. He obviously got hurt early on in the season last year, and had been a pretty productive player when he had chances, and he's just another guy in that mix in the running back room that has quite a few new faces right now, and yeah, I mean, if you got to ask who's the lead dog in there right now, I couldn't tell you. Obviously, Ramir Johnson had kind of taken that job over after Gabe Ervin got hurt. So those were the last two, basically the last two backs for Nebraska that had kind of held that starting spot, and both ended their seasons with injuries. So there's a lot of guys in that room, and like Moonbot always likes to say, the Yankee, he's another guy that's he's got some experience now, and if he can put everything together, between the ears. And, he's obviously a very talented guy that could be a difference maker too. But yeah, you got newcomers in there too. That it's going to be a mix, and it's going to be, like I said, I think that's my number one position that I'm excited to go see. At least watch them see, go through warm ups because you can tell a lot in warm ups about a guy's ability. even if they don't play in the game. So yeah, that's obviously that's going to be where I'm parked. That running back and that quarterback spots, I think, is where I'm going to be parked first thing on Saturday.